Okay, welcome everyone. In this presentation we will examine the idea of rational creationism, which we got the last time. Okay, so this is a basic definition of creationism. Here we can see a famous image of a godly creator. Okay, so creationism is a belief in absolute creator of our universe, considered to be transcendent. Rationalism, on the other hand, is a view that regards reason as a main source of knowing. Okay, and it has two essential features: a class of truths and principles. Now we can give multiple examples of rationalists, most famous one being the German mathematician Leibniz, the other one being the German philosopher Immanuel Kant, and others including David Hume, Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, Voltaire, and Auguste Comte. Now here I'd like to show you some basic facts about those philosophers. David Hume is a Scottish philosopher from the 18th century, known for an influential system of empirism, skepticism, and metaphysical naturalism. And one of his most important works are a treatise of human nature. Next we have Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, a key figure of German idealism, also 18th century, but into the 19th century as well, German philosopher. Next we have François-Marie Arouet, also known as Voltaire, also 18th century Enlightenment writer, same as Nietzsche, criticizing Christianity. However, contrary to Friedrich Nietzsche, he was a rationalist, therefore probably not a nihilist. Next example in this list is Isidore Auguste Marie François Xavier Comte, a French philosopher from the 19th century that formulated the doctrine of positivism. Now, once we clarified some most important philosophers of rationalism, now we need to go to creationism, and here things start to get slightly more difficult, because creationism is a much broader topic, and it doesn't have clear leaders, doesn't have clear philosophers dealing with that topic. However, we can determine the type of creationism, and based on the type of creationism we can determine the philosophy connected with it, and therefore the connection with rationalism. Also, it's worth pointing out that this presentation is not about young Earth creationism. In this presentation, we are saying that the creationism is not contradicting the idea of evolution, but is consistent with overarching plan of creation. Let's go with the most important types of creationism. Let's start with materialism, which rejects the existence of non-material entities. Next, we have the intellectualism, which focuses on reason, just like rationalists. It's also rooted slightly in Greek philosophy, like Socrates and Plato, and presents knowledge as a virtue. The next concept, which might be a type of creationism, is conceptualism, and it mediates between realism and nominalism, and it's concerned with the nature of abstract concepts. According to this philosophy, beauty or justice are constructs derived from certain experiences, but don't have existence outside of our mind. Okay, next we have spiritualism. Now here it's worth pointing out, I'm not saying to call ghost or something, it's not about it, it's not that kind of channel. And to be honest, if you don't know what you're doing, I'd say don't do this at home, and be careful with that kind of thing. I'm just saying that creationism can be connected with doing spiritual stuff. Okay, maybe we go down to the next one, environmentalism. So this is connecting the creationism with certain environment we want to work with. It might be a natural environment, it might be environment in computer-like world. This paragraph is more about natural environment, but environmentalism can relate to fictional environment as well. Okay, and once we defined most important type of creationism, it's worth to briefly mention the idea of industrial revolution and the industry 4.0. Industrial revolution let us shift from machine systems to machine systems from agrarian-based type of economy, and Industry 4.0 is continuing the progress of industrial revolution in the internet world, using, for example, things like Internet of Things. So, how to define rational creationism? We could add the two ideas together, but is it right though? And that is depending of the type of creationism, because as we said, creationism is a very broad term, and it's too broad term to clearly say if it can be connected with rationalism. So to determine that, we will use for the purpose of this video the following code. If we are in the group that can be rationalized, I added those four to the group, then we perform the addition normally. If we are in the other group that is not in the rational set, then we are saying that we can't connect those two together. And here I included from the mention today materialism and spiritualism. But there might be also different types of creationism not included in this video. And then we are saying that this is an unknown type to our program, and we leave it for the user to determine the correctness of the statement. So let's sum up what happened here. We've got two philosophies, rationalism and creationism. In first philosophy, we have clearly shown the types, the thinkers connected with that ideology, and in the other we have shown the type of the philosophy, and depending of the type we were determining whether we can connect the two options together using verification code. However, there is also a third option where the verification code doesn't have to answer our question. That's why it was left with a question mark. Okay, so that will be all for today's presentation. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see each other again soon.